tell us in John, the Gospel according to St. John, chapter 4, that there was a woman who had a very checkered past. Everybody know of the woman at the well. In fact, she was a mongrel. She was a mixture of Samaritan and maybe Hittite, Jebusite, but she wasn't a pure Jew. And so she had to go to the well when nobody else was there. And there was Jesus at the well.
All right.
Will have anybody having a well experience?
Yes.
I don't, listen, when I got saved, it wasn't in the church, Father. I didn't get the chance to get to the altar. We were in Panama. My life was tore up from the floor.
Yes.
And somebody looked at me and they saw something in me I didn't see in myself.
Yes.
And they told me when I was at the worst of my worst that something is in you and it wants to come out of you. And I said, well, easy.
Yes.
He said, but you're going to have to empty out your closet.
All right.
When you get home. I didn't wait till I got back to Pensacola. I went in that bathroom and I lifted up my hands.
Yes.
And I said, God, if you can take this mess, I promise to give you the rest of my life.
Yes. Yes.
And I've been serving God ever since. And it gets sweeter and sweeter as the day. Who am I preaching to today? Just talk to Jesus. Tell him all your troubles. He will hear you when you cry. He will answer by and by. Let's keep the prayer going. You thought I was worth saving.
Yes.
So you came and saved my life. You thought I was worth keeping. So you cleaned me up inside. You thought I was to die for. So you sacrificed your life so Robert could be free. So Robert could be whole. So
I can tell everyone I know.
maybe you need your pilot light relit.
Yes.
You know, if you come from where I come from, you know, sometimes the gas stove didn't work. You had to get some newspaper. You had to light the newspaper. Sing the newspaper. Open it, sing the newspaper. And you had to risk the newspaper and the gas igniting and burning up your hair. And some of you ought to want your hair burnt up because your soul is blocked and you need to be revived. Somebody shout revive. Here's Jacob. Don't know what to do. Don't know where to go. 77 years old. Ran out of his house broke, busted, and disgusted. Didn't have anything feasible to offer God. And that's what God did. Aren't you glad?
Yes.
I said, aren't you glad?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And Jesus met that woman at a place of dysfunction. He said, woman, where your husband? She said, I ain't got one. He said, you told the truth. Because in fact, you got 3, you had 5, and the man you shack. Go shack with you, I know. The man you shacking with ain't your husband. And then she realized this man had some kind of revelation. She said, the Messiah is coming. And he will tell us all things. And he said, I am the one that is he. And as soon as he said that, the woman dropped everything she had. You want to see this church become revived? You got to get to a place where God revives you. You drop your ideas, you drop your agenda, and you put God at the chief cornerstone of your life. He is the chief cornerstone. He is the corner that the builder was rejected. She ran into the city and she said, come and be a man.
Yes.
Come. Don't look at me, but there's a man over here who's able to heal, able to deliver, able to fix what's broken in you.
Yes.
I was telling the father a little while ago, for the better part of my 20 years of ministry, I ministered with monkeys around me. You don't know what that is. You know, monkeys on your back. Little stuff come off. They somehow remind you you're not all that. Paul said he had them.
That's right.
He said, look, every time I got to a place where I thought I was somebody, he said there was Satan that had a thorn in my flesh to buffet me. And he said, I went to the Lord on 3 occasions, and God said, listen, my grace is sufficient for you. For your weak, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. And so for all these years, I had these monkeys on my back. My wife would tell me, boy, look here, what's wrong with you? There's an anointing on your life. But I see these monkeys, and I see God anointing me to do incredible things. But these monkeys were still there. And then one day, I said, God, what's going on? He said, don't worry, because when the dust settles, I said, when the dust settles, I'm going to be the only one standing. Can somebody shout, hallelujah? So I don't have a taste to do anything wrong anymore.
Come on.
I just have a taste for God.
Yes.
And so Jacob realized how destitute, how broken he was. And it was in that place he saw the heavens open. And in fact, it's a typology of the Christos, the Christ, because Jesus said he's the ladder. No man coming to the Father except by the Son.
Yes.
And he said, I woke up, I went to sleep. Have you ever gone to sleep aggravated? Have you ever gone to sleep upset, turmoil, conflict? Sometimes it's hard for you to sleep because you got so much stuff going on, but you wake up like joy that hit. Do I have anybody here like that? That you went to bed half crazy, but God at night removed the burden, removed the weight, and you woke up with joy.
Yes. Yes.
Am I in a church today?
Yes.
I said, am I in a church today? Have you had an encounter with God?
Yes.
Moses had an encounter. You got to have an encounter with Jesus.
Yes.
Jacob finally had an encounter. And in his encounter, brothers, listen. He said, listen, God said, let me tell you something. I don't care how bad it is. There is legacy. There are dreams. There's tradition. There's purpose over your life.
Yeah.
And even though the enemy tried to make you think you had no value, you are a father. You are a patriarch in a line of patriarchs. And he said, I'm going to be there. Can you imagine broke? So broke.
Come on.
Your money is funny and your change is strange. So broke, you can't even stand attention. And God tells you, Sister Broke, that I'm with you. And I'll be with you. Wherever you go,